The Niners canceled minicamp today. Everyone knew they were going to do it. They do it every year, the final day of minicamp. And it's like, it's not just Kyle, it was Harbaugh too. Is this like a tradition? Did they do this when you were in the NFL? And why?
No, they used up all of our days for minicamp. So, yeah, I see the 49ers doing that, especially Kyle Shanahan. That's been something he's big on. I heard him talking about not exceeding a certain amount of days, just overall for the whole OTAs and everything. Rex Ryan he was a great players coach. He was all that, but he was definitely all about maximizing the work that you can do. So if there was one more day to try to get better, he was going to do that. And I think when you look back on that 2013 Jets team I was on, that team was trash, but somehow they won 8 games. So
right, that was Geno Smith, right?
Man, it was Geno. It was Matt Sims, not even Chris Sims. Matt Sims started some games.
I don't even remember this. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Chris Sims' little brother. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah, he started singing, and they
I had no idea. Wow. Okay.
So I think Rex though he did a really good job of preparing guys and getting guys to buy in, even if the team was a little short-handed.
It's just a whole different culture in the NFL now. Like when I first started covering the league was when you were in the league. And back then, it was all about, they were just coming off the 2-a-day stuff. Like that stuff had just changed. And I think the attitude was you got to get all the work possible. And now after like 10 years of evidence and all these players getting hurt in practice, I think the new philosophy is like, let's just get these guys to the regular season. That seems to be what the Rams do.
But I don't even think it's maybe there's some science behind it that says it, but I feel like we did more and there weren't any injuries during that time. Like I think once training camp started, Aaron Berry tore his ACL.
Okay.
What's my guy's name, man? Vidal Hazelton. He tore his ACL. But just in the sense of just like injuries overall, I don't remember anything crazy happening.
To me, it's just like an easy way to try to get the players on your side. It's like, hey, vacation starts a day early. Like they weren't expecting that.
Yeah, for the big dogs, but what about the Eric Crockers of the world? Like, no, I need all these extra reps. Like any
That's
reps
true.
I can get, anytime I can go out there and try to make a play, do something good and get in that light. For those guys, it's like, give me 2-3 extra days. Like I'm here, I need to do whatever I can do to make this team.
That's a great point. I never looked at it from that perspective, but from like Brandon Ayuk's perspective, great. Let's go. Let's go on vacation. But from name any guy fighting for a roster spot, he'd take more days. And I wonder if the 49, there was the text from the PR guy. He's like, look, no practice today, but stay tuned. There might be something, not practice, but there might be media availability next week. So I would imagine the Niners have said to some players, if you want to stick around, if you want to do more work, great. And that's probably the way to go. I wonder if they'll actually have practice, though.
So we had to hang around. And here's another part that people don't think about, too. But first, we had to hang around for an extended period of time. There was this thing that we had to do as rookies. So it was a lot of rookies and some of the like second-year guys. Mm-hmm. But there was this 2-hour class we had each day. And it was like a life and kind of decision-making course type thing. And so we were there longer. So the veterans were able to cut out. And, how to deal with the media. Everything. Anything that you can think of that NFL player or professional athlete might encounter as an athlete, like they went over all of that. All of it. So we were stuck around there. But here's one thing that I think kind of gets overlooked by a lot of fans and maybe some of the big dogs, right? Because Deebo Samuel, he ain't tripping. Nick Bosa, those guys ain't tripping. But you only get paid when you're playing. And you only get paid when you're there. So during training camp, I think I was getting per week like $1,200-$1,300 or something like that per week during training camp. Or not training camp, excuse me, OTAs.
Okay.
Right? Now, that doesn't include my house. I had to pay for my housing.
Right.
And it's expensive.
Like
New Jersey. Now, once the off season comes or like that break, I don't get paid at all during that time. So Nick Bosa and these other guys, like they're good with money, they ain't tripping. But like the Eric Crocker of the world's like, man, I need that $1,500. I need that $1,300 a week.
Hell yeah. That makes sense. I get it. That's interesting. All right. Yeah. Well, so yeah, again, it's like Kyle scores points with the big dogs, but a lot of people are like, hey man, could I get another 1,500?
But yeah, I know I was looking forward to that.
That is one phenomenon about the NFL locker room that I don't think fans really understand. You got guys potentially making $30 million a year and guys kind of living paycheck to paycheck on the same team. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. They're not living the same. I mean, I had teammates, we went to the strip club and they'd be like, here, Croc, here's 5,000 you can throw. And I'm like, all right, like, let me pocket some of this here. The guys are living on two different set of rules for sure.